Have you ever noticed how your body feels different now compared to when you were younger? Maybe you used to get out of bed without a second thought, climb the stairs with ease, or bend down to tie your shoes without a groan. But now, after turning 60, those once simple movements can feel heavier, slower, and less reliable. You might even catch yourself holding onto a chair or railing for balance, wondering when this shift began. The truth is, aging changes our bodies in ways we often don't realize until something forces us to stop and pay attention, like a fall, a sudden backache, or just that uneasy feeling of losing your edge. Many seniors notice they're not as strong as they used to be. Their balance isn't as steady. Walking around the house feels less confident, and they start worrying about what might happen if they misstep or lose their footing. This isn't just your imagination. Science tells us that after age 60, we can lose up to 3% of our muscle mass every single year if we don't actively maintain it. That's like pulling bricks out of the foundation of your house, little by little. The structure weakens. And it's not just about strength. You also lose flexibility, reflexes, and even trust in your own body. The scary part? Most people only realize how serious it is after their first fall or close call. But here's the good news. Growing older does not mean you have to accept weakness, stiffness, or a loss of independence. In fact, I've seen people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s completely transform their strength and confidence with just a few simple exercises, no gym membership, no fancy equipment, and no risky routines. Just a handful of moves that work with your body, not against it. Today, I want to take you on a journey to rebuild the strength and balance that truly matter in everyday life. This isn't about becoming a bodybuilder or lifting heavy weights. It's about staying independent, moving safely, and feeling confident in every step you take. I'm John, a retired firefighter from Texas, and I've seen firsthand how important strength and balance are, not just for emergencies but for daily living. When I retired at 62, I started to notice that even simple things like carrying groceries, standing up from a chair, or bending to pick up my grandkids were harder than before. At first, I brushed it off, thinking, I'm just getting older. That's life. But then one day, I slipped on my driveway and nearly took a bad fall. That was my wake-up call. So, I began digging into research, speaking with physical therapists, and trying out routines designed specifically for older adults. What I found changed my life. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. You don't need hours of exercise. You just need the right moves that target the muscles, joints, and reflexes that protect your independence. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 simple exercises that every senior over 60 should be doing daily. These moves are designed to rebuild the muscles that protect your hips, knees, and spine, improve balance and reflexes to prevent falls, boost blood circulation and energy, so you feel lighter and stronger throughout the day, restore your posture and help you stand tall without that hunched feeling. These are not complicated routines. You can do them in your living room, kitchen, or even outside on your porch. If you've never exercised before or you're nervous about starting, don't worry. Every exercise can be adjusted to fit your comfort and mobility level. Why am I so passionate about this? Because I've seen too many friends lose their independence not because of illness but because of avoidable weakness and falls. Think about it. How many older adults end up in the hospital after a fall? And once that happens, recovery is tough. I don't want that for you. You deserve to feel steady, confident, and free to enjoy life, whether that's walking around your neighborhood, traveling, or simply playing with your grandkids. The exercises we'll go through today aren't just about the body. They're also about peace of mind. When you know your legs are strong, your balance is steady, and your core is supporting you, You move with confidence. You stop second-guessing every step or worrying about, what if I fall? That kind of mental freedom is priceless. Let's be honest, no pill or supplement can give you that. You can take all the vitamins in the world, but if you don't use your muscles, they'll fade. The only way to stay strong is to move. And the beauty of these exercises is that they don't just slow down the decline, they can actually help reverse it. We'll start with the glute bridge, a simple, floor-based exercise that strengthens your hips and core, which are the foundation of nearly every movement you make. Weak hips are one of the main reasons people have trouble standing up or keeping their balance. By rebuilding these muscles, you create a solid base for your entire body. From there, we'll move to the supported squat, the king of independence. Every time you sit or stand, you're doing a squat. Strengthening this movement means you'll never have to struggle getting out of a chair or off the toilet, things most of us take for granted until they become difficult. We'll also focus on exercises like the heel raise, which boosts circulation and strengthens your calves, sometimes called your second heart, because they help pump blood back up to your body. And we'll tackle posture with the shoulder blade squeeze, so you can stand taller, breathe better, and reduce neck pain. Finally, we'll finish with simple balance training like the heel-to-toe walk. This move might look easy, but it's powerful for retraining your brain and body to work together, preventing those stumbles that often lead to dangerous falls. So, if you're ready, grab a comfortable space, maybe in your living room or bedroom, and let's start this journey together. Even if you're just starting with 5 minutes a day, that's enough to begin changing how you move, feel, and live. Remember, aging isn't about losing your strength or freedom, it's about finding new ways to protect them. These exercises are more than just movements. They're tools to help you stay independent and confident for years to come. And if I can do it at 65, I know you can too. Stay with me until the end of this video, because not only will I guide you through each exercise step by step, but I'll also share tips on how to turn this into a daily habit that feels natural and rewarding. Trust me, once you feel the difference, you'll never want to skip these again. Ready to get started? Let's take that first step together toward stronger legs, better balance, and a life filled with energy and independence. Aging is something we all face, but few of us realize how dramatically it affects our strength and balance until we feel the changes creeping in. One day, you might notice it's harder to carry a grocery bag or get up from your favorite recliner. Another day, you might feel a little wobbly walking on uneven ground or stepping onto a curb. These moments can be scary because they make you wonder, am I losing my independence? The truth is, after age 60, the body naturally starts losing muscle mass at a rate of about 1 to 3% each year if we don't actively fight it. This condition is called sarcopenia, and it's one of the leading reasons seniors feel weaker over time. Muscle isn't just about looking fit, it's your foundation. It keeps you steady, helps you stand tall, and gives you the power to do everyday tasks like climbing stairs, bending to tie your shoes, or even getting up from the floor if you've knelt down. Let me share a story. My friend Linda, a retired teacher from Ohio, used to love gardening, but by the time she turned 65, she noticed she couldn't kneel or get up as easily. Her knees felt weak, and her back would ache after just 15 minutes in the yard. She thought it was just part of getting older. But when we talked, I told her the same thing I'm telling you now. It doesn't have to be this way. You can rebuild your strength, even at 70, 80, or beyond, but you need to start moving today. When you don't use your muscles, they shrink. It's like leaving a car parked for months, the battery weakens, the tires deflate, and the engine struggles to start. Your body is the same. If you sit for most of the day, the muscles that once worked hard for you, especially in your legs, hips, and core, start to shut down. And when they do, your balance, posture, and confidence all take a hit. The good news? Your body is always ready to respond to training. No matter your age. Think of it like waking up sleeping muscles. With the right exercises, you can not only slow down this loss but even reverse some of the weakness. The key is choosing movements that are safe, simple, and designed for seniors, exercises that don't require you to join a gym or risk injury. And that's exactly what this routine is about. We'll start with exercises that rebuild the foundation muscles, the ones that matter most for your independence. These are the same muscles you use when you stand from a chair, step into the shower, or reach for something on a high shelf. If you can strengthen these, you'll notice a big difference in your daily life. You'll feel steadier, more confident, and far less afraid of falling. Another important thing to remember is that staying strong is not just about preventing falls. It's also about protecting your joints, maintaining your energy levels, and improving your overall quality of life. Strong muscles support your bones, reduce pain, and even help with things like blood sugar control and heart health. That's why I always say, every step you take to build strength is a step toward living longer and better. Here's the first tip: start small, but stay consistent. You don't need to exercise for an hour a day. Even 10 to 15 minutes of focused movement can wake up your muscles and improve your balance. Over time, those small steps add up to big changes. If you haven't moved much lately, that's okay. The journey to strength starts with just one step, and today, we'll take it together. Now, before we jump into the first exercise, I want you to think about the parts of your body you rely on most. Your hips, your knees, your back. These are the areas that need the most care. That's why our first exercise, the glute bridge, is so powerful. It's simple, safe, and one of the best moves to reawaken the muscles that keep you standing tall and steady. If you can commit to just 5 minutes a day with this move, you'll be amazed at how much stronger and more confident you'll feel. After 60, moving with ease isn't just about staying active, it's about rebuilding trust in your body. You want to wake up knowing that you can get out of bed, walk to the kitchen, or take a stroll around the block without fear of losing balance or feeling stiff. The truth is, the key to moving freely at any age lies in mobility, balance, and strength. And all three are deeply connected. When I retired at 62, I remember feeling frustrated every time I had to bend down to tie my shoes or pick up something from the floor. Tasks that once took zero thought now left me feeling unsteady. I kept asking myself, is this how the rest of my life will feel? The turning point came when I started learning about simple, low-impact exercises that target the exact muscles we lose fastest as we age. These exercises don't just build strength, they help you move more fluidly, with less pain and more confidence. One thing I learned from talking to physical therapists is that most seniors underestimate how much their hips and core muscles control their ability to move. These areas act like the hinges and springs of your body. When they weaken, even walking can feel like dragging your legs through mud. But when they're strong, your movements become lighter, smoother, and less tiring. Let me tell you about Paul, a 70-year-old grandfather from Florida. Paul used to avoid taking his grandkids to the park because he feared he couldn't keep up or might trip on uneven paths. After just 2 months of incorporating simple glute bridges and heel raises into his daily routine, he not only regained his strength but also his confidence. Now, he takes his grandkids on nature walks, something he thought he'd never do again. What's the secret to moving with ease? It's not about intense workouts or spending hours at the gym. It's about practicing functional movements, exercises that mimic everyday activities. Think about sitting and standing, walking, bending, or reaching. When you strengthen these patterns, daily life becomes effortless again. Take the glute bridge for example. It strengthens your hips and core, which are crucial for climbing stairs or rising from a chair. Or the supported squat, which directly trains the muscles you use to sit down and stand up. These exercises don't just keep you strong, they teach your body to move safely and naturally, reducing the risk of strain or falls. Another important factor is flexibility. Over time, muscles and joints stiffen, especially if you sit for long periods. Simple stretching, even just 5 minutes of gentle movements, can make a huge difference. Try rotating your ankles, rolling your shoulders, or gently stretching your calves while brushing your teeth. Small habits like these keep your joints lubricated and ready to move. The other half of the equation is balance training. After 60, balance declines quickly if it's not practiced. It's like any other skill, if you don't use it, you lose it. That's why exercises like the heel-to-toe walk are so effective. They retrain your brain and body to work together, improving your coordination and reaction time. Imagine walking on a narrow path. Your body needs to instinctively adjust with each step. And these simple exercises help you do exactly that. If you're just starting, here's my advice: start where you are. You don't need to do all 6 exercises at once. Begin with 1 or 2 movements that feel comfortable. Then slowly add more as your strength improves. Consistency is what matters. Even 5 minutes a day can lead to noticeable changes in just a few weeks. Finally, don't forget the mental side of movement. When you move with confidence, you feel better about yourself. You stand taller, breathe easier, and carry yourself with pride. This is something I've seen in countless seniors I've coached. Once they realize they're capable of moving well again, their whole outlook on life changes. In the next section, we'll dive into the glute bridge, one of the most powerful and beginner-friendly exercises for seniors. It's the first step toward rebuilding your strength from the ground up, literally. If there's one exercise I'd recommend to every senior over 60, it's the glute bridge. This simple move is far more powerful than it looks. It strengthens your hips, lower back, and core, the trio of muscle groups that control almost every movement you make. When these muscles are strong, you walk taller, rise from chairs with ease, and reduce your chances of falling. When they're weak, even simple tasks like bending to tie your shoes can feel risky. Let's start with why the glutes matter so much. Your glutes, the muscles in your buttocks, are like the engine of your body. They keep your pelvis stable, support your spine, and give your legs the power they need for walking, climbing stairs, and standing up. Unfortunately, as we get older, the glutes are often the first to weaken, especially if you sit for long periods or don't move as much as you used to. This leads to a chain reaction. Your lower back starts overworking, your knees bear extra pressure, and your balance becomes less reliable. I'll give you an example. My friend Martha, a 68-year-old from Arizona, used to struggle getting up from the couch without using her arms to push herself up. She told me it made her feel old and frustrated. I introduced her to the glute bridge. At first, she could only do 5 gentle reps. But after a few weeks, she was doing 15 reps per set, and she told me she felt stronger and more in control than she had in years. How to do a glute bridge, step by step. Find a comfortable surface. A yoga mat or carpeted floor works best. Lie on your back. Keep your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Position your arms. Rest them comfortably at your sides with your palms facing down. Engage your core. Before lifting, gently tighten your stomach muscles to protect your back. Lift your hips. Press through your heels and slowly raise your hips until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Squeeze and hold. At the top, squeeze your glutes for 2 seconds. Lower with control. Gently lower your hips back to the floor as you inhale. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions, and aim for 2 to 3 sets, resting for 30 to 60 seconds between sets. If you can only do a few reps at first, that's fine. Quality matters more than quantity. Why is this exercise so effective for fall prevention? It strengthens your posterior chain, the muscles in your back, hips, and legs that help you stay upright and balanced. It improves core stability, which reduces lower back pain and helps you move more efficiently. It increases blood circulation in your hips and pelvis, reducing stiffness and soreness. It helps reactivate your balance reflexes by teaching your body how to stabilize itself. Tips for success. Keep your spine neutral, don't arch your lower back. Press through your heels, not your toes, to properly engage the glutes. Breathe slowly, inhale as you prepare. Exhale as you lift. If you have trouble lying on the floor, you can try a modified version by leaning against a sturdy couch or bed frame. Advanced variation. Once you're comfortable, try adding a light resistance band around your thighs. This challenges your glutes even more and improves hip stability. Or, for an extra challenge, lift one leg while holding the bridge position. Just make sure you're stable. Why do this daily? Even 5 minutes of glute bridges each day can make a noticeable difference in just a few weeks. You'll feel more confident standing up, walking, and even doing everyday chores. It's like giving your body a new shock absorber system, reducing the risk of falls or injuries. Remember, this is not about doing 100 reps or sweating buckets. It's about activating the muscles you depend on most. Think of it as putting money in your mobility savings account. Every representative you do now pays off in the future when you're able to move freely and independently. In the next section, we'll move to an equally important exercise, the supported squat. If the glute bridge builds your foundation, the supported squat teaches you how to use that strength to rise, sit, and move with complete confidence. When most people think about core strength, they picture six-pack abs or intense gym workouts. But for seniors, core strength means something far more important: the ability to stay balanced, stand tall, and move without pain. Your core isn't just your stomach muscles, it's the entire group of muscles that wrap around your trunk, including your back, sides, and hips. These muscles act like a built-in belt that stabilizes your body during every single movement. Why does this matter so much after 60? Because when your core is weak, even simple tasks like reaching into a cupboard, turning to look behind you, or standing from a chair can strain your lower back or throw you off balance. A weak core is one of the hidden reasons seniors feel wobbly and unsure on their feet. I'll never forget my neighbor, Robert, who's 74 and a retired electrician from Michigan. Robert told me he used to avoid walking on his driveway in winter because he felt unsteady. "I'm afraid I'll slip and break something," he admitted. I introduced him to a few gentle core strengthening exercises, including glute bridges, supported squats, and seated twists, and within a month, he was amazed. "I feel like my body has a stronger center," he said. "I don't feel like I'm tipping over when I move." That's the power of core training. What makes core strength so vital? It supports your spine, reducing back pain and stiffness. It improves posture, helping you stand tall instead of hunching forward. It enhances balance, making you less likely to stumble or fall. It makes daily tasks easier: bending, twisting, lifting, or even just sitting upright feels more natural. Core activation exercise, the modified dead bug. This simple movement wakes up your core without straining your back. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Raise your arms straight above your chest. Tighten your core, as if bracing for a gentle poke in the stomach. Slowly lower your right arm behind you while extending your left leg straight out, just a few inches off the floor. Return to the starting position and switch sides. Start with 5 to 6 reps per side and work up to 10 to 12 as you get stronger. Standing core exercise, the side reach. Not comfortable lying on the floor? Try this standing variation. Stand with your feet hip-width apart. Place one hand on your hip and extend the other arm overhead. Gently lean to the side, like you're reaching for the top shelf. Return to center and switch sides. This movement strengthens your side core muscles, obliques, which are essential for twisting and bending safely. How much time do you need? Just 5 minutes a day of focused core exercises can create noticeable results in 3 to 4 weeks. The key is slow, controlled movements. Rushing through them does more harm than good. Always engage your core gently. Think of drawing your belly button toward your spine, instead of holding your breath or forcing the motion. Tips for safety. Keep your movements small and deliberate. Avoid jerking or twisting too fast, especially if you have back issues. Pair core work with gentle stretching, like reaching your arms overhead or doing slow torso rotations to keep your spine flexible. Remember, a strong core is like having a strong foundation for your house. Without it, everything else feels unstable. By combining core exercises with glute bridges and squats, you're building a body that can move freely, stand tall, and handle daily life with confidence. Up next, we'll talk about one of the most essential movements for seniors, the supported squat. It's a game changer for regaining independence, and I'll show you exactly how to do it safely, even if your knees aren't what they used to be. If there is one exercise that defines independence after 60, it's the supported squat. Every single day, you're doing some version of this movement when you sit down on the couch, rise from the toilet, or pick up something from the floor. Without realizing it, this simple motion is one of the main indicators of your ability to live independently. If standing up from a chair starts to feel like a struggle, it's a sign your lower body strength needs rebuilding. The squat primarily targets your quadriceps, front thighs, glutes, hips, and core muscles, all of which work together to support your body when you stand or sit. But it's not just about strength. Squats also improve your coordination, balance, and even bone density, which is crucial in preventing fractures as we age. Let me tell you about Emily, a 67-year-old grandmother from Kansas. Emily used to dread family dinners because she hated how much effort it took to get up from the dining chair. She worried her grandkids would notice. I taught her how to do supported squats, starting with just 5 repetitions a day while holding onto a sturdy kitchen counter. Within a month, Emily noticed something incredible. She could sit and stand with ease, and her knees stopped aching after long days of cooking. "I feel like I got my legs back," she told me, smiling. Why supported squats are perfect for seniors. They mimic natural movements you do every day. They strengthen the knees by building muscle around the joint, reducing strain. They boost bone health by applying gentle pressure that encourages bone density. They protect the hips and lower back, areas that often become weak from sitting too much. How to do a supported squat, step by step. Stand tall with your feet shoulder width apart. Place your hands lightly on the back of a sturdy chair, countertop, or table for balance. Keep your chest open and your spine straight. Shift your hips back as if reaching for an invisible chair. Bend your knees slowly, lowering yourself only as far as you're comfortable. Exhale as you press through your heels to stand back up, squeezing your glutes at the top. Start with 6 to 8 reps, aiming for 2 to 3 sets. As you build strength, you can reduce support by using your hands less or performing air squats without holding on. Variations for all levels. Wall squat. Stand with your back against a wall. Slide down slightly, and hold for 5 to 10 seconds. Chair squat. Sit on a sturdy chair and stand up without using your hands. Then slowly sit down again. Mini squat. If your knees hurt, go only halfway down. Even small movements build strength. Tips to protect your knees. Keep your knees aligned with your toes, not caving inward. Don't let your heels lift off the ground. Focus on slow, controlled movements rather than rushing. Squats aren't about looking athletic. They're about being able to live without hesitation, standing to answer the door, picking something off the floor, or simply moving around your kitchen confidently. This single exercise can dramatically improve your independence and quality of life. In the next section, we'll focus on the heel raise, an often overlooked but incredibly powerful exercise that not only strengthens your calves but also improves circulation and balance in ways most seniors don't expect. Many seniors worry about exercises that might hurt their knees. I understand that fear. Knee pain is one of the most common complaints I hear from people over 60. But here's the surprising truth. The right kind of movement can actually protect your knees and make them stronger. Weak muscles around the knees are often the real reason for pain and stiffness, not the movement itself. Supported squats, which we discussed earlier, are one of the best ways to build strength safely. But to truly protect your knees, you also need to focus on controlled leg exercises that target the muscles supporting your joints, mainly your quadriceps, hamstrings, and calves. When these muscles are strong, they act like shock absorbers for your knees, reducing stress on the joints and even improving your balance. I remember working with Dan, a 71-year-old Vietnam veteran from Georgia. Dan had avoided most leg exercises for years because he thought they'd make his knee pain worse. After showing him how to do simple squats and heel raises, combined with gentle stretching, his knee pain didn't just ease up, he became more mobile and confident on his feet. "I wish I'd started this 10 years ago," he told me. Why strong legs mean better knees? Think of your legs like a table, and your knees as the hinges that keep the table moving smoothly. If the table legs are weak, the hinges take all the strain. But if the legs are sturdy, the hinges, your knees, stay protected and move with less friction. Strong leg muscles also help improve alignment when you walk or climb stairs. This prevents the uneven pressure that often leads to arthritis, flare-ups, or joint damage. Key knee-friendly leg exercises. Mini squats. Stand behind a chair for support. Bend your knees just slightly, no deeper than a few inches, then return to standing. Heel raises. Stand tall and slowly lift your heels, coming onto the balls of your feet. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower slowly. Seated leg extensions. Sit on a sturdy chair. Straighten one leg in front of you. Hold for 2 seconds, and lower. Repeat with the other leg. Start with 10 to 12 reps for each exercise, and gradually increase as your strength improves. Stretching for knee health. Tight muscles can also cause knee pain. Stretching your hamstrings, back of thighs, and calves can relieve pressure. Here's a quick stretch you can do anytime. Sit on the edge of a chair. Extend one leg straight out. Heel on the floor. Lean forward slightly, keeping your back straight, until you feel a stretch in the back of your thigh. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Then switch legs. Tips to avoid knee strain. Always keep your knees behind your toes when squatting. Avoid locking your knees when standing up. Use supportive shoes with good cushioning to reduce joint impact. A strong lower body doesn't just give you better knees, it also makes every step easier and safer. Whether you're going for a walk, stepping into the shower, or playing with your grandkids, strong legs mean fewer falls and more freedom. In the next section, we'll focus on an exercise that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful for both leg strength and circulation: the heel raise. It's a simple move that can transform the way you walk and stand, especially if you've been feeling unsteady lately. When it comes to exercises that are simple but surprisingly powerful, heel raises are near the top of the list. At first glance, lifting your heels might not seem like a big deal, but for seniors, this movement is essential. It targets your calf muscles, which play a much bigger role in your health than most people realize. Your calves are sometimes called the second heart because they help pump blood back up from your legs toward your heart every time they contract. This natural pumping action improves circulation, reduces swelling, and even lowers the risk of problems like blood clots or varicose veins. For seniors who spend more time sitting, weak calves can lead to sluggish blood flow, swelling in the ankles, or even discomfort when walking. Why heel raises are essential after 60. Improved balance. Strong calves act like stabilizers when you stand, turn, or walk. Better walking ability. They provide the push-off power your feet need with every step. Reduced leg fatigue. By improving circulation, heel raises prevent that heavy, tired feeling in your legs. Fall prevention. Weak calves make it harder to catch yourself if you trip or stumble. Let me share a quick story about Janet, a 72-year-old retired nurse from California. Janet used to feel her legs burn after walking just a block, and she worried about falling. I recommended daily heel raises, starting with 10 reps twice a day while holding onto her kitchen counter. Within a few weeks, she said, "I feel lighter on my feet, like I can walk without dragging myself forward." That's the magic of reactivating the calves. How to do heel raises, step by step. Find a stable surface. Stand near a wall, counter, or sturdy chair for balance. Stand tall. Keep your feet hip-width apart, toes facing forward. Lift your heels. Slowly rise onto the balls of your feet, as if trying to make yourself taller. Hold for 2 seconds. Feel your calf muscles tighten. Lower with control. Slowly bring your heels back to the floor. Start with 10 to 12 reps for 2 to 3 sets, resting 30 seconds between sets. Over time, aim for 15 to 20 reps. Variations to challenge yourself. Single leg heel raise, once you're comfortable. Try lifting one heel at a time for extra balance training. Step heel raises. Stand on the edge of a step or low stair, letting your heels dip below the step before raising up. This creates a deeper range of motion and greater strength gains. Add light weights. Holding light dumbbells or water bottles while performing heel raises increases resistance. Tips for best results. Don't rush. The slower you move, the more your muscles engage. Stay upright. Avoid leaning forward or backward while lifting. Breathe naturally. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Why heel raises are called your second heart workout. Each time you perform a heel raise, you're not only strengthening your calves but also boosting circulation in your lower body. This helps prevent swelling in the ankles, improves oxygen delivery to your muscles, and even supports heart health by reducing pressure in the veins. Think of it this way. Every heel raise you do is like giving your body's circulatory system a friendly nudge, keeping your blood moving and your legs feeling refreshed. Heel raises are especially powerful when combined with other exercises like squats and glute bridges because they train your entire lower body chain. Together, they give you the strength and stability to move freely and confidently. Next, we'll shift our focus to your upper body and posture with a gentle yet powerful move called the shoulder blade squeeze. This exercise helps you stand tall, reduce neck pain, and prevent the slouched posture that can sneak up on us after years of sitting. If I had to choose one exercise that instantly makes you feel lighter on your feet and improves circulation, it would be the heel raise combined with balance training. This simple move is more than just a leg exercise. It's a way to wake up the entire lower body, improve blood flow, and restore the stability you need to move confidently. After age 60, many people experience reduced circulation in their legs. You might notice swelling around the ankles, heavy legs, or even tingling when you sit for too long. This happens because the muscles that usually help pump blood back to the heart, especially the calves, become weaker from inactivity. Heel raises fix this problem by acting like a natural pump, encouraging blood to flow upward and reducing that uncomfortable, heavy leg feeling. Why balance matters as much as blood flow. While circulation is critical, Balance is just as important. Most falls happen during movement, not when standing still. Something as simple as turning around too quickly or stepping onto a curb can throw off your stability if your muscles and reflexes aren't trained for it. That's why pairing heel raises with balance exercises is a game changer. Heel raise with balance challenge, step by step. Stand near a sturdy surface. A kitchen counter or heavy chair is perfect. Rise onto your toes, lifting your heels as high as you can. Hold the position for 3 to 4 seconds while tightening your core and keeping your back straight. Slowly lower down and repeat. As you get stronger, try lifting one foot slightly off the floor while keeping the other heel raised. This trains your balance reflex. Start with 8 to 10 reps per side. 2 to 3 sets. Even just 5 minutes of this routine can have a noticeable effect on both your circulation and your stability. Janet's story. A simple fix that changed everything. Janet, a 70-year-old from Virginia, used to feel unsteady walking from her living room to the kitchen. She'd also wake up with swollen ankles, which made her mornings uncomfortable. I suggested adding heel raises and a balance drill to her morning routine. Within weeks, she told me, I can walk to the mailbox without holding onto the railing. My legs feel alive again. Bonus exercise, static balance hold. Stand with your feet close together and your arms slightly out for stability. Shift your weight to one foot and lift the other foot just 1 to 2 inches off the ground. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Switch sides. Do 3 rounds per leg. This exercise strengthens the small stabilizer muscles in your feet and ankles, the ones that help you react quickly if you stumble. Tips to maximize results. Practice daily. Heel raises and balance holds take less than 10 minutes and can be done while waiting for your coffee to brew or during TV commercials. Breathe deeply. Oxygen-rich blood flow is key for muscle recovery. Focus on posture. Keep your head up and shoulders relaxed, even during these small exercises. By strengthening your calves and training your balance at the same time, you're not just preventing falls, you're improving circulation, energy, and overall confidence when walking or climbing stairs. This combination is one of the fastest ways to feel lighter and more stable, especially if your legs have felt tired or swollen lately. Next, we'll move to the upper body, because good posture is just as important as strong legs. In the next section, you'll learn how the shoulder blade squeeze can help you stand taller, ease neck pain, and improve balance by correcting your posture. Posture is one of the most overlooked aspects of staying strong and balanced after 60. Many seniors focus on their legs or knees but forget that your upper back and shoulders control how you stand, walk, and even breathe. Over time, sitting for long periods, leaning over phones or tablets, or simply not using the right muscles can cause your shoulders to round forward. This doesn't just make you look hunched, it puts strain on your neck, reduces your lung capacity, and throws off your balance. The shoulder blade squeeze is one of the simplest exercises to fix this problem. It's a gentle move that reawakens the muscles between your shoulder blades, muscles that often shut down as we age. By strengthening these postural muscles, you can stand taller, ease tension in your neck and shoulders, and even improve your sense of balance. Why posture matters for seniors. Good posture isn't about standing stiff like a soldier. It's about aligning your spine naturally so your body can move without stress. When your shoulders slump forward, your center of gravity shifts, increasing your risk of falling. Your neck and upper back muscles strain, causing pain or stiffness. Your lungs can't fully expand, which affects breathing and energy levels. I remember working with Ruth, a 69-year-old retired librarian from Seattle. She came to me complaining of constant neck pain and fatigue. When I watched her stand, I noticed her shoulders were hunched forward. I introduced her to the shoulder blade squeeze. Within 4 weeks of doing this exercise daily, she stood taller, breathed easier, and told me, "I feel like I've taken 10 years of tension off my shoulders." How to do the shoulder blade squeeze, step by step. Sit or stand upright with your shoulders relaxed and back straight. Bring your elbows to your sides at a 90-degree angle. Gently squeeze your shoulder blades together as if you're trying to pinch a pencil between them. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Then slowly release. Repeat 8 to 12 times for 2 to 3 sets. Variation with resistance band. If you want to make it more effective, use a light resistance band. Hold the band at chest level with both hands. Pull it outward while squeezing your shoulder blades together. Then return slowly. This not only strengthens your posture muscles but also adds stability to your arms and chest. Tips for success. Don't shrug your shoulders. The movement should come from your upper back, not your neck. Move slowly. Avoid jerking or forcing the motion. Focus on control. Breathe steadily. Exhale as you squeeze. Inhale as you release. Benefits beyond posture. Shoulder blade squeezes do more than straighten your spine. They reduce chronic neck and shoulder pain. Improve your ability to reach overhead without discomfort. Enhance balance by shifting your weight back to a more stable alignment. Make daily tasks like carrying groceries or lifting light items easier. This exercise may feel small, but its impact is huge. When you stand tall, you not only look younger and healthier, you also reduce your risk of falling because your body's weight is distributed evenly. In the next section, we'll continue strengthening your upper body with another powerful move, the push-up. Don't worry. I'll show you variations that are gentle enough for beginners but effective enough to build total body strength. Neck and back pain are two of the most common issues seniors face. And the culprit is often weak posture muscles combined with too much sitting. When the upper back and shoulders round forward, the neck muscles have to work extra hard to hold your head up. Over time, this leads to stiffness, headaches, and that constant tension, feeling you can't shake. Fortunately, you can reverse much of this discomfort with just a few simple exercises, especially the shoulder blade squeeze and some gentle stretches. Why weak posture muscles cause pain. Your neck and upper spine are like a crane. The head, weighing 10 to 12 pounds, is the heavy load. And the muscles of your upper back are the cables holding it in place. When these cables weaken, your head shifts forward. Every inch it moves forward adds extra strain, up to 20 to 30 pounds of pressure on your neck. That's why slouching makes your shoulders and neck feel sore. By strengthening the muscles between your shoulder blades and stretching the tight areas in your chest, you restore balance to the upper body. This doesn't just reduce pain, it improves breathing, energy, and even your ability to walk with better balance. Neck and upper back pain relief exercise. Here's a quick routine you can do in just 3 to 4 minutes a day to ease tension. Shoulder blade squeeze, as in section 9. Perform 8 to 10 repetitions, holding each squeeze for 2 to 3 seconds. Neck retraction. Sit tall and gently pull your chin back, like making a double chin. Hold for 3 seconds. Then relax. Repeat 8 to 10 times. Chest opener stretch. Stand in a doorway. Place your hands on each side of the frame, and gently lean forward until you feel a stretch across your chest. Hold for 15 to 20 seconds. These moves counteract the hunched posture that often causes neck and back pain. Case study: how Tom got his posture back. Tom, a 66-year-old from Colorado, had chronic neck pain from years of desk work. He was skeptical about exercise helping, but after 2 weeks of doing these simple stretches and squeezes daily, he called me and said, "I didn't realize how tight I'd been until I felt what standing tall really means. My headaches are gone, and I feel lighter." Tips for success. Stay consistent. Even 5 minutes of posture work daily can dramatically reduce pain. Don't overextend. Movements should feel gentle, not forced. Combine with breathing. Deep breathing while stretching your chest helps relax tight muscles. Why this helps your back too. When your shoulders and upper back are aligned, your spine is in its natural curve. This reduces strain on the lower back and helps prevent that stooped look many seniors develop. Think of it like realigning a car's wheels when everything is balanced. You move smoothly. In the next section, we'll build on this upper body work with push-ups, but not the intimidating kind. I'll show you wall and incline push-ups that build strength safely, without hurting your joints or straining your back. When most people hear the word push-up, they imagine a tough, military-style exercise done on the floor. But here's the truth. Push-ups don't have to be hard, and they're one of the best full-body exercises for seniors. Done correctly, and with simple modifications, push-ups build strength in your chest, shoulders, arms, and core, all of which you need for everyday activities like opening doors, lifting groceries, or simply standing up from a chair. Why push-ups are perfect for seniors. Push-ups are a functional exercise, which means they mimic real-life movements. Every time you push open a heavy door or press yourself out of bed, you're essentially doing a push-up. Building this pushing strength makes daily life easier and reduces the risk of straining your back or shoulders. Another key benefit is that push-ups engage your core muscles at the same time. While your arms are doing the work, your stomach and lower back are stabilizing your body. This means you're improving strength and balance simultaneously. Start with wall push-ups. Wall push-ups are the gentlest version and the best place to begin, even if you haven't exercised in years. How to do wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall, about arm's length away. Place your hands on the wall at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Step back slightly to create a small lean. Inhale as you bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall. Exhale as you push back to the starting position. Start with 8 to 10 reps, aiming for 2 to 3 sets. Rest for 30 seconds between sets. Next step, incline push-ups. Once wall push-ups feel easy, try incline push-ups using a countertop, sturdy table, or even the back of a sofa. The angle is lower than a wall push-up but still easier on your joints compared to floor push-ups. How to do incline push-ups. Place your hands on the edge of a firm surface. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. Lower your chest toward the surface while inhaling. Push back to starting position while exhaling. Knee push-ups, optional. For those who feel stronger, knee push-ups are done on the floor with your knees on a mat. They build even more strength while still being joint-friendly. Form tips to avoid injury. Keep your elbows slightly tucked, not flaring out to the sides. Engage your core. Don't let your hips sag or your back arch. Move slowly and with control, focusing on quality over quantity. Why seniors love this exercise. Push-ups improve upper body strength in a way that's directly useful for daily life. Imagine being able to lift a heavy box, push open a stiff door, or carry groceries without worrying about straining your arms or shoulders. Take Mary, a 70-year-old from Oregon. When she started wall push-ups, she could only do 3 reps before feeling tired. Now, after a few weeks, she can do 12 reps easily and says her arms feel stronger than they have in years. She's even able to lift her grandkids without hesitation. Combine push-ups with other moves. Push-ups work perfectly alongside squats and heel raises because they balance your body's strength. While squats build your lower body, push-ups strengthen your upper body, giving you full body support for everyday life. In the next section, we'll look at how total body strength can be built with no equipment at all, using simple moves that seniors can do anywhere. One of the biggest misconceptions about staying strong after 60 is that you need a gym membership or fancy equipment. The truth is, your body is the best piece of equipment you have, and with the right exercises, you can build strength. balance, and stability right at home. No machines. No heavy weights. No complicated routines, just simple, functional moves that keep you independent and active. Why total body strength matters. Your body works as a unit. When you lift a box, carry groceries, or climb stairs, you're not just using your legs, you're engaging your arms, back, core, and even your posture muscles. That's why it's important to do exercises that strengthen multiple muscle groups at once. Here's something I always tell seniors: strength equals freedom. If you have the strength to stand, walk, lift, and balance without hesitation, you can live life on your own terms. It's not about looking fit, it's about feeling capable every single day. 3 No Gym Strength Builders. Wall push-ups, upper body and core. We covered this in the previous section. It's perfect for building arm, shoulder, and chest strength while engaging your core. Supported squats, lower body. These strengthen your quads, glutes, and hips, which are essential for sitting, standing, and climbing stairs. Heel raises, calves and balance. They improve circulation, strengthen your ankles, and add stability to every step. When you combine these 3, you're training your entire body, all without stepping foot in a gym. The 10-minute total body routine. Here's a quick 10-minute routine you can do at home 3 to 4 times a week. Wall push-ups, 10 reps x 2 sets. Supported squats, 8 to 10 reps x 2 sets. Heel raises, 12 to 15 reps x 2 sets. Shoulder blade squeezes, 10 reps x 2 sets for posture. Finish with 2 minutes of heel-to-toe walking to work on your balance. Mary's story, from couch to confident. Mary, a 74-year-old from Wisconsin, told me she thought exercise had to involve complicated machines. When I showed her this no gym routine, she was surprised at how easy it felt, and even more surprised by how quickly she gained strength. After just a month, she said, "I can get up from the couch without pushing with my arms. I feel like I've got my independence back." Tips to stay consistent. Set a daily time, morning or evening. Choose what works best. Use reminders. A sticky note on the fridge or bathroom mirror can nudge you to move. Celebrate small wins. Every extra representative you do is progress. The secret to long-term success. The best part about bodyweight exercises is that they're gentle but highly effective. They're easy to scale. You can start slow and gradually increase reps as you get stronger. And because they require no equipment, you can do them anywhere, in your living room, bedroom, or even during travel. Next, we'll dive into a balance-focused exercise, the heel-to-toe walk. It's simple but powerful for retraining your brain and body to work together, reducing fall risk, and helping you move with the stability of your younger years. Falls are one of the biggest risks for seniors after 60. A single misstep can lead to injuries that take months or even years to recover from. But here's the good news: your balance can be trained, just like a muscle, and one of the simplest, most effective exercises to improve balance is the heel-to-toe walk. This exercise is often used by physical therapists to help seniors restore their stability and coordination. It's a slow, deliberate walking pattern that retrains your brain and body to move in harmony. By practicing it regularly, you strengthen the tiny stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and hips while sharpening your reflexes. Why heel-to-toe walking works? When we're younger, we take balance for granted. But as we age, we lose not only muscle strength but also proprioception, the body's ability to sense its position in space. Heel-to-toe walking wakes up this reflex, helping your brain better control your movements. Think of it as balance rehearsal. By practicing walking in a straight line, heel touching toe, you're improving your ability to recover if you trip, slip, or turn quickly. This simple drill can prevent falls in the situations where they happen most often, stepping off curbs, turning around too fast, or walking on uneven ground. How to do heel-to-toe walk, step by step. Find a safe, flat space, like a hallway. Stand tall with your arms slightly out for balance. Step forward slowly, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of your other foot, as if you're walking on a tightrope. Keep your eyes forward, not on your feet, to train real-world balance. Engage your core as you take each step. Continue for 10 to 15 steps. Pause. Then turn and walk back. Variations to improve progress. Wall support, if you feel wobbly. Practice near a wall so you can lightly touch it for balance. Soft surface training, once confident. Try heel-to-toe walking on a yoga mat to challenge your stabilizing muscles. Backward heel-to-toe walk. Walking backward in the same pattern, carefully, helps improve coordination and reflexes. Real-life story. How balance training helped James. James, a 73-year-old from North Carolina, had a serious fall 2 years ago. He became fearful of walking outdoors, worried it might happen again. I taught him the heel-to-toe walk, and within weeks, he felt steadier and more confident. I can finally walk around the block without fear, he told me. That confidence is priceless. Tips for best results. Do it daily. Even 3 to 5 minutes a day can lead to major improvements. Move slowly and deliberately. Rushing defeats the purpose. Breathe calmly. Inhale as you step. Exhale as you place your foot down. Why this exercise prevents falls? By strengthening your feet and ankles and retraining your balance reflex, you create a safety net for your body. If you ever stumble, your muscles and brain will react faster, reducing your chances of hitting the ground. Up next, we'll build on this with balance and coordination drills that combine walking patterns and gentle strength training, the perfect way to feel more stable and confident in your everyday life. Balance and coordination are not just physical skills, they are keys to confidence. When you know your body can handle sudden shifts or small missteps, you move with ease instead of fear. Unfortunately, as we get older, these skills fade if we don't actively train them. That's why exercises like the heel-to-toe walk from section 13 are so powerful, and why pairing them with additional balance drills can give you a major boost in stability and self-assurance. Why coordination declines after 60? As we age, our muscles, joints, and nervous system slow down. The reflexes that once helped us recover from a trip or slip become less sharp. Add weaker leg muscles or stiff hips, and even walking on uneven ground can feel like a challenge. But here's the encouraging part. With regular balance training, you can retrain your body to react faster and move more smoothly. Think about the confidence you'll feel when you can step off a curb or walk across a parking lot without worrying about losing your footing. That's not just physical independence, that's mental freedom. The balance plus coordination drill. Here's a simple but effective routine that combines balance, coordination, and light strengthening. Single leg stand, 30 seconds. Stand near a wall or counter for safety. Lift one foot just a few inches off the ground. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Then switch legs. Repeat 2 to 3 times per side. Heel raise with reach. Stand tall. Rise onto your toes. And slowly reach both arms overhead. Lower your heels as you bring your arms back down. This adds coordination and engages your core. Step over drill. Place a rolled up towel or small object on the floor. Practice stepping over it slowly. Alternating feet. This mimics real-life obstacles like curbs or steps. Confidence through practice. I remember working with Doris, a 69-year-old from Arizona, who avoided grocery shopping because she was afraid of slipping on smooth floors. We started doing balance and coordination drills for just 10 minutes a day. In less than a month, She told me, "I'm walking with confidence again. I don't cling to the shopping cart anymore." This is what happens when your body starts to trust itself again. You stand taller. You walk smoother. And your mind is no longer consumed by fear of falling. Tips for safe balance training. Always practice near support, like a wall or countertop. Especially in the beginning. Go slow. Balance exercises are about control, not speed. Breathe steadily to stay relaxed and focused. The mental benefit. Balance training isn't just physical, it boosts your mental confidence. When you feel stable and capable, you naturally move more, which leads to better circulation, stronger muscles, and improved overall health. It's a cycle of success. Next, we'll wrap up with a final section that ties all these exercises together, showing how a 6-move daily routine can add years of mobility and independence to your life. Imagine waking up every morning with the confidence to move freely, to get out of bed without stiffness, climb stairs without holding on for dear life, and take a walk around your neighborhood without worrying about falling. That's exactly what these 6 exercises are designed to give you: freedom, independence, and strength that lasts well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Over the past sections, we've covered each of these powerful moves. Glute bridges, building the foundation of your hips and core to keep your body stable. Supported squats, training the muscles that help you stand, sit, and lift safely. Heel raises, improving circulation and strengthening your calves. Your second heart. Shoulder blade squeezes, correcting posture to prevent pain and improve balance. Push-ups, wall or incline, strengthening your upper body for daily tasks. Heel-to-toe walks, restoring your balance reflex to prevent falls. These 6 exercises work together like pieces of a puzzle, targeting every area of your body that needs support as you age. They don't just keep you strong, they also improve your coordination, circulation, and posture. When you do them consistently, they form a shield against the challenges that come with aging. A 15-minute daily plan. Here's how you can combine them into a simple daily routine. Glute bridges, 8 to 10 reps x 2 sets. Supported squats, 6 to 8 reps x 2 sets. Heel raises, 10 to 12 reps x 2 sets. Shoulder blade squeezes, 8 to 10 reps x 2 sets. Wall push-ups, 8 to 10 reps x 2 sets. Heel-to-toe walk, 10 steps forward and back x 2 rounds. The total time? Just 10 to 15 minutes. You can do it in your living room, kitchen, or even outside on your porch. No equipment needed, and no risk of overstraining your body. The secret to success: consistency. I've seen seniors transform their lives just by committing to these simple exercises. Take Gary, a 68-year-old from Pennsylvania. A year ago, he was afraid to walk on uneven ground. Now, after practicing these 6 moves for just 15 minutes a day, he goes hiking with his grandchildren. "It's like I've been given a second chance," he told me. How these moves give you freedom. Prevent falls by strengthening your legs, core, and balance reflexes. Reduce pain by supporting your joints and improving posture. Boost energy. Better circulation and stronger muscles make every step feel lighter. Enhance confidence. You stop worrying about "what if I fall?" and start focusing on living. Tips to make it a habit. Pick a time. Morning routines are often easiest to stick with. Pair it with something. Do your exercises right after brushing your teeth or while waiting for coffee. Track your progress. Keep a simple calendar and mark each day you complete your routine. These 6 exercises aren't just movements, they're a lifelong investment in your independence. If you stay consistent, you'll feel the difference in as little as 2 to 3 weeks. And the best part? They're not just for fitness. They're about regaining the confidence to enjoy life, from walking in the park to playing with your grandchildren. now that you have the full set of exercises. The next step is simple. Start today. Don't wait until stiffness or weakness slows you down. A few minutes each day is all it takes to stay strong, steady, and free. We've reached the end of our journey together. But in many ways, this is just the beginning for you. Throughout this video, we've explored 6 simple exercises that can dramatically transform your strength, balance, and confidence after 60. These moves: glute bridges, supported squats, heel raises, shoulder blade squeezes, push-ups, and heel-to-toe walks, aren't just about fitness. They're about reclaiming your freedom, your independence, and your trust in your own body. Think about it. Every time you practice these exercises, you're building the foundation to stand taller, walk more steadily, and live without fear of falling. Your legs grow stronger, your posture improves, your circulation flows better, and even your breathing becomes easier. These are not small changes. They are life-changing steps toward living each day with vitality and energy. You don't need fancy equipment, a gym membership, or hours of exercise. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day of focused, gentle movement is enough to wake up your muscles, sharpen your balance, and give you the confidence to enjoy the moments that matter, from playing with your grandchildren to strolling around your neighborhood with ease. The most important step you can take is the first one, today. Don't wait for stiffness, fear, or weakness to hold you back. Start small, stay consistent, and you'll be amazed at how quickly your body responds. Remember, age may change our bodies, but it can never take away our ability to take action. Your strength, your balance, and your freedom are in your hands, and they start with the choice you make right now. Take that first step today. Your future self will thank you.